Welcome to another episode of Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at the Zeebo. I did some reading on this originally, and I believe it was created in South America or, sold there. And it's sort of a service in a way of, you would get this Zeebo unit and this controller, which is kind of a generic, I would say, dual shock, but without the vibration or accuracy of one. And you would have this base unit that would take an SD card, had two USB and a power, and on the back you have an additional USB and your standard composite and stereo sound. Now you see here it says Qualcomm 3G. There's also a Bluetooth symbol, although I'm not sure if that means it can do Bluetooth or not. Interestingly, no HDMI, so that kind of dates you on when this came out. It was meant to be sort of like you would set this up, with a cellular service, and then you could, get into the Zeebo network or whatever it was and download games to your SD card or possibly to the unit itself and play them. The service is now defunct. I have never turned this on, but I'm going to, and we're going to see if we get anything out of it. Now I'm going to tell you before I cut to the video section of this, if for some reason there is no video on it, I'm just going to let this video end here because there's not much more to say about it if I can't even get a display out of it, right? I have no real history or tidbits for it because I wasn't born and used the Zeebo in my past. So if for some reason the video ends here, that's the end of the video. We'll just move on to the next game console. But I'm assuming we'll probably get at least some sort of an intro screen or something. So let's kick on over there and see what we get. Okay, so right off the top, the unit does power up. The Zeebo turns blue on top of the console, or Zeebo. There's like a weird Z in the middle, but I think it's just Zeebo. Here we can see that there is a Mexican flag and just a yellow, which I'm assuming is Internet Telcel. See? Blah, 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 blah. I don't speak Spanish, so or read Spanish, I should say. Put them home. I do seem to have 25 credits. Aha. Okay, so we have some PopCap games here. It looks like no idea. We have Crash Bandicoot. Oh, I lost the display. It's like it just reset itself for some reason. Let's try it again. I don't know if it's loading here or what it's doing. Like I am pushing buttons and nothing's happening. Let's try it. I think it just loads. Probably checking the cellular signal or something. Yeah, okay. Let's try this again. So we got a Crash Bandicoot. Looks like they're probably some sort of soccer thing. And a Tekken. Let's see if I can even load Tekken. Por favor. Owego MPS. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. I can get the translator app out. If it sits there for a long time, tell us what it says. It probably says, you don't have a way to play this game because this game does not exist anymore. All right, let me try Spanish. To English. Oh, it says, please wait while the game starts. All right, cool. Looks like there is a game on here. It's Tekken 2. We'll play the arcade version. Boy, I haven't played Tekken in so long.
Round 1. Fight.
So this is always kind of nice when you get like an eBay buy off of a defunct system and it just happens to come with a few games that are pre-installed on it without an SD card. It's pretty rare. Occasionally you'll get something where, like, you know, somebody includes a cartridge or a game or something so you can actually test the system or play it or whatnot, but usually when you buy anything that's been owned before, it's you know, it's just the system itself, and you don't have any way of playing it. It does look like the system's rebooting itself though, so you know, maybe it's got an error in it. It doesn't really matter. It's not something I'm going to keep playing. It may be just trying to get updates and then rebooting itself because it can't get a cell signal or whatever the problem is. But you know, that's the Zeebo. You kind of get an idea. It had like an online menu. I think you could purchase games. You may even be able to put games on an SD card and trade with friends. And you know, being in South America, I'm sure there's a pretty good market for you know, illegal games trading and that sort of thing. But you know, gave you a whole little bit of a set-top box experience, and you know, kind of cool, really. You know, because it had, you know, its internet through the cell service, and it was all built into one system at a time when, you know, there is no LAN jack on the back of this thing. There's no Wi-Fi, so it's sort of like, you know, it was all baked into one thing, and we don't have that really, because I don't know, it's competing services or something. But you know, there's been a few, like the Vita, I think, you know, had some cellular things, but when they start to like connect that sort of stuff to gaming, I don't know why exactly, but it has not been very successful, and everything's kind of went more towards Wi-Fi. But whatever. Zeebo, interesting South American game console, definitely a keeper. Thanks for watching, and we'll move on to the next one.